I don't believe that he needs any more parenting time.
She's wanting him to come home. Unwillingness to follow your rulings.
And I slammed the door in your face how many times?
No, what?
So this mom decided she wasn't going to follow the judge's orders and ended up getting thrown in jail.
Set for the show cause hearing in this matter for contempt for failure to provide parenting time. I'll let you know we're going to take some brief, I guess, testimony from the parties. I'll let everybody know that everybody will have an opportunity to speak. So don't interrupt anyone else or don't interrupt the court. You'll have an opportunity to speak your piece. So on the we do have the show cause hearing. We also have the motion for change of custody and parenting time. I'm going to address the motion first because that will be the easiest matter to get resolved. So, Mr. Kelly, you can proceed with your motion.
Your Honor, essentially, that motion is based primarily on the issues we've had ongoing in relation to compliance with the court order and my client getting parenting time. It's directly and impacts the child custody factors, and I'll name the ones that are impacted due to this withholding occurrence. The love, affection, and emotional ties existing between the parties. It looks at the emotional bond. Him being prevented from seeing his kids is preventing him to continue that emotional bond and nurture that emotional bond, which he had prior to this latest withholding that has started back on December 27th. Factor B, the capacity and disposition of the parties involved to give the child love and affection that focuses on the ability to, again, parent to foster an emotional bond in the future. He's having a hard enough time in the present, again, because she's not keeping in compliance with the court order, and he's not able to see these girls to be able to have a solid relationship and foster that relationship. The length of time they've lived in a stable, satisfactory environment, I'd submit to the court. Defendant's home is not stable, considering the allegations she's made that have been investigated by CPS twice, police twice, and both been denied. Nothing's come of it, which leads me also to the moral fitness of the parties involved, which ties into the same factor. We have to keep in mind, Your Honor, at the beginning of this case, he was charged with domestic violence in relation to her essentially going after him to get keys to his truck so she could get some pot and smoke it. As he's being arrested, she's telling him, I want you to come home. He, of course, gets him on bond. He can't have any contact. Once the bond conditions get lifted, she's contacting him through text and saying, hey, let's meet you and the girls get together and we can go to the zoo or we can go to a park.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, how does this relate to your motion?
It's related to, Your Honor, again, the moral fitness involved, as well as the stable, satisfactory environment, in that she's accusing him of these girls. But before all this, she's wanting him to come home. She's wanting a relationship with him. She's wanting her family essentially reunified. Those two things don't jive together, Your Honor. And I would think that essentially it's a fabrication, which would go again to the moral fitness and also to the mental and physical health of the parties, Your Honor. You're making these allegations, these terrible allegations, but on the other hand, you're still wanting the same guy who's supposedly doing this stuff to come into your house. Finally, Your Honor, the unwillingness and ability to facilitate and encourage a relationship. Again, this is the fourth motion we're here this morning on, Your Honor, for him to see his girls. She doesn't follow your court orders. She withholds them for no valid reason. And she's clearly shown she's not going to facilitate a relationship between him and his kids.
Just like a modern woman to hurl insults, not only hurl insults, because that would be one thing, but you're saying that this man, he's putting his hands on you. Not only is he putting his hands on you, he's taking advantage of young ladies, but you're still over there trying to get substances from him.
I think that's more than enough that gets us over the threshold of a change in circumstance or a proper cause, because these things are having a significant impact on these girls' lives in terms of having a relationship with their mother. So we would request, as part of our relief, that you set this matter for an evidentiary hearing. We're also requesting during the interim that my client get temporary parenting time starting today, and that he continue to have them until the evidentiary hearing, that mom's parenting time be supervised at her expense, because she's clearly shown an unwillingness to follow your rulings or to comply with your court orders. I think if you don't do that, she's gonna take these kids and run, and we're gonna be in a bigger mess than we are today.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Couch, if you wish to speak to the motion.
I had some statements, but it's just what I had submitted to the court.
Okay, go ahead, tell me, and then
Okay, would you like me to stand?
whatever you wish. If it's more comfortable sitting, go ahead, but speak up a little. So we can-
Okay, I said that his first statement was true, but the second statement that he said was false. I said I previously tried to change parenting time because of the videos the plaintiff had been watching. It was reported to Penfield's police department because plaintiff was previously residing in Penfield. I spoke to their sheriff where we looked at the videos together, and he told me that he would be conducting a search and not to address the matter to the plaintiff because he would need time to get 2 search warrants, and the investigation was never done. The next statement is also false. On December 27th, after the children's bath, Amelia Conley was heavily touching her private area. The fourth statement is false. CPS is not taking the proper steps to ensure the minor children's safety, and I did mention police involvement in the last hearing as well. The fifth statement is also false. Errors were made by the plaintiff's attorney. The sixth statement is also false. There is supposed to be a pending CPS case, and I was never told otherwise. CPS and I have spoken on numerous occasions and decided that the best course of action was therapy, which the minor children are attending at Summit Point. I do have proof of all of that as well. That's also false. I was never told that they were declining to investigate the police. Number 8. It's false. In early 2024, my mom threatened to call CPS on me because of the children's odd behavior, requesting that I get them checked by the doctor. I had the doctor examine them at their 2-year checkup, and almost 2 months later, the plaintiff was arrested for domestic violence. I originally withheld the kids because of the plaintiff's knowing that the plaintiff was not mentally stable enough for unsupervised visitation, and I withheld the children again after finding videos and the minor The 9th statement is true. The 11th statement is false. The 12th, I'm unsure of the plaintiff's employment, but the plaintiff has stopped paying child support, and I still stay at home with my children. Number 13, I have lived at the residence that the FOC has on file since December 10th, 2024. The 14th statement, I'm unsure of the plaintiff's relationship status. I have friends and family in Michigan, and I lived in Indiana until I was 18, and most of my family resides there. Number 15, I would like the court to consider changing the current custody orders and issue no further contact between the minor children and the plaintiff. Plaintiff should be held accountable for his actions regardless of stature or representation. That's all.
Okay, thank you. I don't need anything else, Mr. Kelly. What the court will do in this matter is the court has read the pleadings. Obviously, you're well aware of the file in this case. The court does believe that the plaintiff has met the VAVARCA threshold of proper cause, change of circumstances sufficient for an evidentiary hearing. So the court will schedule an evidentiary hearing in this matter. Mr. Kelly, you can proceed with your show cause hearing. Do you wish to take testimony from your client? Okay.
Certainly can. I have another witness that I could call as well. I just had 2.
Okay. Whichever you want to do first. Go ahead.
I could have Mr. Conley testify.
Okay, Mr. Connolly, if you step forward, we'll have you sworn in and then we'll take some testimony. And I say brief testimony. I don't need to get into.
Sure. We'll keep it straight and to the point here.
All right, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
So,
Go ahead and have a seat, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Conley, could you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Zachary Donald Conley, Conley.
Are you the father of Amelia and Evelyn Conley in this matter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You currently have parenting time with them.
Yes,
What is your understanding of what the parenting time is supposed to be?
every other weekend and a day during the week, in the evening. Not my weekends, it's Wednesday through Friday.
Have you been getting your parenting time?
No,
Why not?
but she is refusing to let me see them.
And when you say she, who are you referencing?
Athena, couch.
Okay. Have you attempted to get your children from this couch?
Yes,
Have you called the police for their assistance?
yes.
What happened when the police got involved?
That she slammed the door in their face, denies them, and just tells them no.
Well, just about what we expect from modern women. They don't follow the law, and if they're not going to do it for a cop who can right then and there put them forcibly in handcuffs, then why in the world would they do it for a judge who they see as just sitting behind the desk? They don't have any real power. Modern women don't really think about that type of stuff. They just focus on their feelings and what they perceive to be true.
Have you filed motions with the court to get parenting time?
Yes,
Has the court awarded you make up parenting time?
yes,
Most recently, did the court award you parenting time in January of this year?
yes,
Did you attempt to go pick the children up for that make up parenting time?
yes.
What happened?
She refused to give them to me again.
Do you approximately know how many days you have missed so far as simply your overnights for parenting time?
20.
Would you like the court to grant you some make up parenting time this morning?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Couch, do you have any questions for the plaintiff? No? Okay, thank you.
Personally, I think that's going to come back to bite her. You don't have any questions. You're saying that he's a certain type of person. You don't have any questions for him.
You may step down and sir. Next witness, Mr. Kelly.
Your Honor, we would call Lori Connolly.
Okay, Ms. Conley, step forward, please.
Lori Putnam, Your Honor.
Okay. You're gonna make me change my,
All right. Ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
ma'am, could you state your last name again? Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Ms. Putnam, how do you know Mr. Connolly?
he is my son.
And how do you know Ms. Couch?
She is Zach's former girlfriend and the mother of my granddaughters.
You heard him just testify that he has parenting time with your granddaughters, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you assist him in pickup and drop offs for
I do.
parenting time? Okay. What do you do in that regard?
I go with him and walk up to the door with him to get the girls,
Okay.
to attempt to get the girls.
Has there been occasions when you have gone with him to go get the girls? And anything happened in regards to him actually getting the girls?
Prior to December 27th, yes. After December 27th, no, she refused.
Let's talk about prior to December 27th. What would happen?
We would go and we would wait for her to show up. When she'd show up, she'd let the girls out and they would come running up to Zach and we would take them.
Okay. Did something change after December 27th?
She just started refusing to give the give the girls. His first visit that he was supposed to was I'm not sure, but I got a text from Athena on New Year's Day.
So he probably did something that she didn't like. And so therefore she was like, okay, well, you're not going to get the kids. Unfortunately for you, that's not your decision.
Saying
Okay.
that she was going to refuse to give the girls.
And have you gone with him on subsequent occasions to attempt parenting time?
Yes.
Okay. And what has happened on those subsequent occasions?
Either she would not be home he would text her and she would not respond, or if she was there, we'd knock on the door, she'd open the door and then just say no and slam the door in our face. So we would go back to the truck and call the police for the police to come out and assist.
And the police came out and assisted that help in terms of actually getting parenting time to occur.
No, she just did the same thing to the police.
No further questions.
Okay, hold on, ma'am. No, you're not done. Just to clarify, that he talked about prior to the December 27th date, and the court had previously entered an order which provided for makeup parenting time, and that stated that the parenting time would oops, see. That the parenting time would, again, the makeup would occur on January 27, 2025. And the plaintiff's motion states that he did appear on that date. Did you go with him on the January 27th date?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened on that date?
She just refused. I don't know, either she refused or she wasn't there.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. And you don't remember if she was not there or if she refused?
I don't remember that specific time.
Okay.
I have it written down at home, but I don't remember.
Okay. Ms. Couch, do you have any questions
I
of
do,
this witness?
yes. At what age did Zach Conley start wearing diapers?
And Judge, I'm gonna object to it.
Ma'am, that is not germane.
No, I am.
Ma'am, what we'll do is we're here to determine whether there was parenting time. That's the show cause, okay? So that's what the purpose of this hearing is.
I'm telling you, man, she's not coming up there. We've already heard in her statement prior to her, when she was reading that whole list of 7 or 8 things or however long it was. I'm not here to sit up here and present facts and evidence. I'm here to present my emotions, and that should be enough to carry me through.
So you can ask questions about the parenting time, the compliance with the orders, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
And you were at my residence on the 27th to pick up the children?
Oh, actually, on the January 27th?
Yes. Or
Yes.
December 27th. Or sorry, no, January 27th. I don't have anything written down.
Yes.
Even though the order was for the 29th. Wasn't that the order
Whatever,
that the judge put
whatever
in
day,
place?
whatever judgment day.
So
I
you
don't know
just,
specific dates, whatever.
and I slammed the door in your face how many times?
Twice that I went by myself once because that was at an appointment
And
that you slammed the door in my face. I have it on video. Yes,
and you came alone, correct?
I did that day.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, that's all. That was all I have. I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, any redirect?
No, Your Honor, no further questions, no further witnesses.
Okay, you may step down then. Thank you. Ms. Couch, do you wish to present any testimony or witnesses? No? Okay. Check that order because there was some, Ms. Couch, you raised some issues concerning the, I think it was the order of January 27th. I want to make sure if that was the That was the time as well for the makeup parenting time. I believe it was, but
It was January 27th through February 9th.
okay, that's what I thought. And
I could have swore the pickup date was the 29th. I apologize.
well, I want to make sure that it's correct so that there's no issue.
But I was not home at the time of pickups.
And why is that?
Because and I don't believe that he needs any more parenting time.
Okay. You understand that there's an order for parenting time.
And if it was your children, you would be sending them with him.
Yeah, I'm just
There it goes once again. The judge is not on trial, ma'am. It's you.
asking you a question. You understand that it was parenting, that it was ordered.
Didn't you deny that? Didn't you go on base and deny it after the fact?
Not the other particular orders. I did deny an ex parte order at one point, but there were subsequent orders to that.
You guys did receive the pictures that I submitted to the court as well, correct?
Anything that was filed has been in the file.
I would love you to take that into consideration.
I would know for the court, I received no response to either of these pleadings for today's hearing.
Okay. Okay, the order is dated February 4, 2025. And it provided for makeup parenting time in Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, 2025. It also provided that the plaintiff would have the children with him on January 29th, 2025 at 6:00 p.m. until February 9th, 2025.
I have another question to ask you, sir.
Okay. Let me clarify that because this is the order dated February 4th. Did you provide parenting time on the January 29th?
No, I did not.
Okay. And we had at the last hearing and addressed the issue of the CPS involvement. CPS, as Mr. Kelly has stated, has been involved twice before, and they've not had anything substantiated. Is that your understanding?
No, I have the CPS report right here, as well as Carla Titus's number. Now she said that her findings weren't. I need to take the kids to therapy to get the whole picture, from the kids, them talking, them playing, them, interacting with a therapist. And so that way they can go, they can go on record. And they are in therapy at Summit Point. Now this has just started, but they've already, said some things. That was one of my questions. Do you have the report from Summit Point? They told me that I needed to sign a release so that way they could contact you.
Okay, I'm not aware of any report from Summit Point. It may be in the file, it may not, but you have not introduced that today. And you don't have anyone that could speak to that from Summit Point as a witness in this case, which is what today's date is set for in this particular matter. So that is okay. Mr. Kelly, do you have any final argument in this matter?
As the court's already touched on a little bit, this is our fourth motion to try to get him parenting time. We simply want him to have his parenting time, with a threshold being met, Your Honor, and considering the behaviors, and I think it's going to be ongoing from this couch. We request that the children be turned over to him today, that he have custody and parenting time with the children until the evidentiary hearing occurs. We'd request mom's parenting time be supervised. We'd also request the assistance of law enforcement to pick the children up. I believe they're probably with her mother, who's likely going to take the same stance as Ms. Couch and refuse to turn them over. Maybe give them the authority with a court order if she fails to do so, that she can be arrested. And in the meantime, Your Honor, we'd request a finding of contempt. Sanctions are doing nothing. You've sanctioned her $1,000, which she's a voice she's never going to pay. Doesn't have any impact on her. At this point in time, we request jail time, 30 days of jail time. Maybe that'll get her attention that she needs to follow your orders. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Ms. Couch, your closing argument.
I am acting I just want my kids to be safe. That's all.
I see some waterworks coming. He threw out jail time. I see some waterworks coming.
Okay, thank you. Well, the court has heard again, the testimony in this case. The court will note that, again, that apparently there had been a denial of parenting time, which is not disputed by the defendant. In fact, she acknowledges that she has in fact denied parenting time. And court notes that as a result, she has withheld the children, that she's failed to comply with the order of,
But there's reason, sir.
excuse me?
There's reason,
Okay.
valid reason.
Okay, ma'am, you're done. You don't have time to speak at this point. Okay, you've had a chance to testify, you had a chance to do a final argument, so you're done. The court, she failed to comply with the order of June 13, 2024 for parenting time. She failed to comply with the order of December 2nd, 2024 for parenting time. There was an order of November 1, 2024 for makeup parenting time and attorney fees of $500. Again, there was an order for makeup parenting time dated February 4, 2025 for makeup parenting time and attorney fees from the hearing held on January 27, 2025, that all four of those orders she's failed to comply with. The court has reviewed the file. There's been multiple show cause hearings. She has previously been held in contempt of court. She has previously been ordered to make up parenting time as well as pay attorney fees, as I stated, and she's failed to comply with any and all of these prior orders of the court. Her recourse is to file motions, have hearings in the event that there is some issue. The court will note that I am recalling from the last hearing where she had made allegations concerning the plaintiff, and in fact, she acknowledged at that time that there had been 2 CPS involvements and the CPS had not done anything as a result. She acknowledged that she had been in contact with the police, that they had not done anything as a result either. The court will find that she is in fact in contempt of court. The court will, as the plaintiff stated, he's entitled to 20 days of makeup parenting time, and that shall occur at such time as he acquires the care of the children. The court will note that, again, the prior rulings of this court, that she had done makeup parenting time on 2 occasions, as well as paying the attorney fees, that in fact she has ignored and refused to comply with those particular orders. So, ma'am, unfortunately, you leave me no choice, but the court will sentence you to 30 days in jail with the Calhoun County Sheriff. The court will further remand you to the care of the Calhoun County Sheriff, where you will remain until such time as the children are turned over to the plaintiff and until such time as you have paid the previously ordered attorney fees of $1,000. So, ma'am, you can go with the sheriff, and
Are you serious?
this matter is concluded. You're free to go.
Who's
Have a good
sucking
day.
who's dick around here?
Hold
No,
on, ma'am.
seriously.
Another 30 days for contempt of court. You're in jail for 60 days now.
No, what's
If
going
you
on?
keep going, I can go as long as you want, ma'am.
Your Honor, if we could have the assistance of the sheriff to find out where the girls are, we suspect they're with their with grandmother, but we're not.
Well,
100%
she
sure.
she has been remanded until such time as the girls are turned over. So that she can stay there as long as she wants, I guess, until she has them turned over.
I'll draft the order in 7 days, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're free to go.
Well, that took a turn right there at the end. Actually, it didn't, because anybody with eyes could have seen that coming all along. emotional, which is what most modern women are. They don't follow the rules. And they come in there thinking that because I cry a little bit, because I feel a certain way, the law is going to feel that same way. That's not the way it works. Men keep on telling you this. You're living in a state of delusion. You need to come back to reality. Oh, he's doing this to the kids. He's doing that. He's not. There is literally, even if he was, document it. You already know what the court is going to ask for. Let's see if we can document this. Let's see if we can at least make a report. Hey, 911, I need you to come over right now. I need to make a report, X, Y, Z. So at least that's evidence that you can take to the court and say, man, I've been documenting. This man has been doing X, Y, Z. And if he is like you say that he is at some point in time, because most people are dumb criminals, most people are not, they're not set up for a life of crime. They don't think like a criminal. So even when they try to do crimes, they get caught because they make silly mistakes. You have to be meticulous over stupid stuff that the normal average person would never even think about. And some of that stuff you can plan down to the detail. But then the cops come in there with their whole team, and if they're competent, they come in there and they pick up this, I pick up that. And that criminal probably sitting wherever he or she is talking about, now how do they find that? Well, they got more eyes than you do. That's how. They got more tools than you do. That's how. They've been trained for this stuff. This is what they do all day long. Some of these people have been doing this for 30 years. This has been their career. So they know all of the tips and the tricks and all that good stuff. And you get caught. Maybe you did what you were supposed to do, but you just get caught. That's how. So now you're talking about this man like he's up there with one of those criminals. Oh, he's this, he's that, and you got to keep my daughters away. You got to keep them away. No, I don't. You need to follow the court order and stop withholding those kids. Give that man his kids when he should have them. Period. End of story. Well, I ain't going to do that. Whose stuff are you sucking? Nobody's. But you're going to get real acquainted with that when we take you to prison. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Kylie, and this is part 2 of my story of being harassed by incels. It has ruined my mental health so severely that I actually ended up getting Bell's palsy. I will not be naming names specifically because, again, I am scared of these people, but you can do your research. I was misled by these people and told that I would be reimbursed for traveling out to California from Chicago. I was not, and I have yet to receive any money. I am out $1,000 from my appearance on this podcast, and still every day I am harassed by their fans online, telling me that I got owned, when in reality I was disrespected blatantly to my face and made to feel unsafe. These people were talking about harming women. They were drinking alcohol on set and making me feel generally very uncomfortable and unsafe, as well as prolonging my duress by holding money and financial gain over my head, because they kept trying to prolong my stay longer and longer under the conditions in the contract that they wouldn't pay me unless I stayed till the end. On the live stream, people would send in money and be like $10 to put a sock in her mouth, slap the bitch, $20, and a bunch of other things. I was obviously scared that they would take the money and harm me. And at the end, they didn't pay me a single cent.
So this is the debate that she was referring to. Let's take a look. So they basically just got through debating race, discrimination. Should companies, in so many words, be able to not do DEI hires, right? And so that's where they're picking up right now.
And people who work in a company. So I don't have a corporation, let's say then, and I have a private business practice,
Right.
where I'm a landscaper. And there's a woman who comes in, she's definitely qualified for the job. And there's a man who comes in who's slightly less qualified for the job, but I just kind of want to hire him anyway, because I just don't really like women. Why is that not something I should have the freedom to choose for myself? Why?
I mean, I just think we're operating at a different moral capacity. I mean, a lot of my things that I say are rooted in morals, and you're making yours vote in sort of laws.
I'm asking you for the moral argument.
I'm telling you that I believe it's wrong to make someone feel ashamed and not hire somebody and give them different outcome based off of their race or sex or
But you
sexuality.
don't believe it's wrong to tell people that they must do a thing they don't want to do.
Not at all. No, I don't. Because
So then it's not about choice then, is it?
I suppose if you want to make the argument you're making, then no.
Yeah, then it's not really about choice. Okay, so the second pillar of feminism, is not
Right, you just
true.
debunked it, like, so fast, just like that.
It's pretty
So
false.
easy
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
you.
false. You just said it's not really about choice. It's
Sure.
really about an agenda, right? What was the third pillar of feminism?
Well, I think
You can see she's mentally done. You can see she's mentally done right here. She wants to go home. So here comes the break.
we're getting close to the end. Is this what we want to talk about for the last, few minutes?
Well, we have another 30 minutes.
Sure.
It's 5:59 right now. We have.
All right. Well, I might just have to take
6.
another break because I'm not feeling so hot. Is that all right?
There.
But I'll
think-
tell you what I would like to talk about next, though.
Well, one thing here, I think it would be fair.
I just told you I have medical issues, though. Like, I genuinely need to take a break.
Hold on. I'm fine with you
You didn't say you had medical issues.
taking the breaks.
Okay.
But given the frequency and the duration of said breaks, I think it's reasonable to ask for an additional 10, 15 minutes to make up for the breaks that have occurred thus far.
Sure. I will give you 10 minutes more. So we can go.
Sounds like they have a contract for this, and Brian in real time is maneuvering and modifying that contract to accommodate her. But as we see with modern women, they don't want to follow the rules. She just said earlier on, which gives you an indication of how she actually thinks. Well, my arguments are moral. Your arguments seem like rules and laws, which modern women don't follow. They follow, when I say morals, I mean what I want to do and how I feel.
Till 6:40, but
That's
other than
fine
that,
with-
I
that's fine
truly
with me.
cannot stay longer. Like, I have problems. Like, I
Yeah,
have
no,
medical
look, do you
problems.
want to go ahead and take the break and we'll let some
Yeah.
chats come through? Okay.
And if you had any issue, then, and you knew you had these medical issues, you probably read that in the contract. And you should have said, nah, can we modify this? But she probably came on there wanting to blast off. And this is what happened.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Since we are getting close to the end of the show, make sure you get your messages in now. There's quite a few. Andrew, if you can just stay for just a sec.
I'm staying.
There's quite a few. We'll try to get them all in. We'll do a bit more. So streamlabs.com/whatever.
Me. So, but I've had someone in my comments offer to pay me the amount that I was paid to be here. So I'm going to go because I have medical problems. I'm not feeling good.
What if somebody in our chat offers to pay you
More.
Do you think they would?
Yeah.
Well, they would pay me and then
He's actively modifying the contract to accommodate this woman. This is crazy.
Yes, if someone offered, I would stay and I would cry on camera. But I don't know if they will.
This is why we have the wage gap. This is literally why we have the wage gap, ladies and gentlemen.
But I highly doubt that someone will offer that.
I wonder, so they're offering you
They're offering me 50.
so if you stay for another 2 hours, what would that cost?
Oh my God.
Like $500
No. My God. More.
on top.
Like, probably double.
Double
500, so 1,000.
The original, okay, double the original. So I think we would need would you actually, if it was doubled,
If it was actually doubled, I would stay, because again, I do have a problem. Like, so I could probably stay a little longer.
If you have medical issues, your body, you literally physically cannot stay. I can't, it don't matter what type of money, my body, my mind would not allow me to stay. How are you going to stay?
2 hours.
I would just have to
2
take
hours
breaks.
beyond, so we're talking 8:30.
Sure. Then I would need like triple, because I like.
Troy,
Triple?
You're a tough negotiator, Kylie. You're a tough negotiator.
I like.
this girl over here, tough negotiator.
I genuinely do have issues though. Like, that's not a lie. So I just don't like to talk about it. But I have a hard time. Yeah. Like, I could like.
Yeah, what is the
headaches
issue
and-
anyway?
I don't really like to talk about it, but I've had like concussions and stuff like that. So
Concussions?
You
It's like a brain, like a-
TBI.
Yeah, I mean, traumatic brain injury. Yeah, it was a traumatic. It's like I get like really bad headaches and like.
Do you want? We have like
difficulty breathing.
Tylenol or ibuprofen. We could give you.
But I don't really want to go too much into it.
Okay.
But I have had someone offer me, but I just don't think this is a good environment. So I think I'll just take the offer that the person has given me of the original amount, and I'm just gonna head out. I think so. Yeah. I just I think my health is more important than whatever you've offered me, which is not much. So.
I mean, I don't think it's fair. You know, we've been very generous here at the Whatever Podcast. I don't know if that's a fair categorization. So you said a double. So if somebody does essentially, somebody want to send in like an Ethereum.
And again, like this isn't really my network, so I don't think anyone's going to offer it. So, but I guess, you know, nothing is impossible.
Are there any takers in the chat who want to see this? Wait, let me ask the chat. Why don't I pull the chat? Chat, does anybody want another 2 hours on top of, so like 8:40 Pacific time? Is it standard time or? Pacific
I think,
standard?
yeah.
Is it standard time or is it daylight?
All right.
Standard.
I know how we can raise the money. So here on my notepad, right down here, okay, we're going to play Hangman. I'll play Hangman. Chat, we're going to play, okay, yeah, we're going to play Chat Hangman. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Chat Hangman. It's only 4 letters. That's it. You send in $100. It gives you the letter. I'll put in the letter, but we got to do it quick, okay? And then I'm going to rule them out. We'll play Chat Hangman. That's how we'll raise the...
Don't do this. He got something up his sleeve. Don't do this.
Do you want to give a closing statement?
My closing statement is that I love to learn and to meet new people, and I wasn't putting my medical issue aside for money. I didn't know how long this was going to be. That was my fault, I will admit. But I appreciate like learning new perspectives. I was hoping this would be a more calm and demure experience because I've been trying to be more, you know, about facts and negotiating. But I appreciate the time that I've had here, and I'm, you know, looking forward to learning more about you both. So
wait, what does that mean?
Oh, I mean like learning more about, like I knew about your network before coming in. I had seen some videos, but now I'm more interested in like you guys.
Yeah. So what about this? We'll double, but we add 2 hours on top. So that's
it's like
we'll double it. I'm not going to ask the audience.
Right.
We'll double it. Whatever podcast, we'll double it.
Right. But
you stay.
If I didn't have an actual issue, I would stay for the money, like if that makes sense. But I like have to go, so I'm gonna go. Like it's not like a money thing anymore.
Are you willing to stay for Andrew's closing statement and a few chats?
Yeah, I will stay for that.
Here,
but
wait,
can we make it 5 minutes?
Okay, 10 minutes. That's fair. That seems fair.
I mean, I literally just
we got Leonidas here. Listen to Leonidas, then Andrew's gonna give his closing statement.
Leonidas donated $100. Highly curious, age of kids you teach? Also, what is a woman? Also, are women as a group oppressed in the USA?
There's a lot there, but okay.
If so, how? Are you
we'll
as a
rapid
woman
fire it.
oppressed? If so, how? And are men as a group oppressed?
And you said you're an educator. Are you teaching?
Yeah.
Like, are you
tutoring? I'm a private tutor, and I'm also a substitute teacher, and I teach in 3 primary high schools in Chicago. Yeah.
So you teach like elementary school kids?
No, high school.
Oh, high school. Okay. He asked, what is a woman? Quick answer if you can.
I think a woman is someone who is, I mean, it depends. Like biologically female is different from being a woman, but someone who's a woman is someone who's characteristically a person who, associates themselves with femininity, and that is open to interpretation of who wants to identify as one.
If I may just ask one clarifying question, can a female become a male, or can a male become a female?
Like biologically speaking, I believe the sexes of male and female, but I think if a person wants to be a woman or a man, absolutely, yeah.
And then are women as a group oppressed in the USA? Your answer?
I think it's possible, but I really need to leave.
May I just at least, can you stay for Andrew's close?
No, I don't.
Look, we're not kidnapping you. I'm just asking if you can at least stay.
You have to clarify you're not kidding. Yeah.
Well, yeah, not. But you said you could stay 5 minutes. Come on.
I'm leaving. I mean, what? No, I'm going. But I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for the experience. This isn't worth it anymore. I'm not feeling good, so I'm gonna drive home.
Are you oppressed? Do you want to just answer that? You don't need to say into the mic, just yell it out maybe.
That's my closing statement. But for Champagne Pop,
Wow.
For Champagne Pop, you guys were here for those. For Champagne Pop,
And this is what she was talking about. They did her so wrong. I should sue. I should this. I should that. You weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing. You got up and left. They said, okay, you know what? We'll double your fee, but you gotta stay for it. You were supposed to be there for a certain amount of time. You decided, no, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna walk out. It sounds eerily similar to what men go through in marriage. When a woman says, you know what? I'm tired of this. Well, hold on. Let's try to see if we can work something out. Oh, okay. You can give me double of what you're already giving me. I mean, you're already giving me a lot. I haven't really provided much. I've just talked in circles. Not really much given to the argument or the debate. Not really a lot thought out. I didn't read, like she said. I didn't read much. But yeah, I'll stay. The man, says, okay, let's see where we can get it from. Let's see if we can pull it from. All right, you know what? Instead of the time that you were supposed to stay, let's do 10 minutes. Oh, I only want to do 5. Oh, okay, well, 5 minutes then. Can't even stay for 5 minutes. Modern women do not keep up their end of the bargain. They almost quite literally never do, because they don't abide by, as we saw in the case with the judge, where the woman was told this man is supposed to have his kids. I ain't doing that. Man, we have the police, the law here that says we're supposed to have the kids. I'm not following that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get in court and ask the judge whose stuff he's on. Who is he writing? That's what I'm asking the judge. Instead of 30 days. First of all, I had 30 days and they took it away. Or excuse me, they gave me 30 days. I said, whose stuff are you sucking? And they gave me an extra 30 days. As a matter of fact, before that, they give me sanctions, they give me fines, they give me warnings to tell me to do what I'm supposed to do, and I still did not do it. And I ended up getting thrown in jail. And you see the mindset transfer over from wherever that was to over here. She's in Chicago, but traveled to Cali. So whatever part of the country, we see it in Asia, we see it over there in Europe, it don't matter where it is. Modern women have the mind of their own. They don't listen to nobody. They don't try to cooperate with nobody unless that person is doing exactly what they want, when they want, how they want. And you saw it here. Well, if you were in there studying for the debate and not shaking your behind, there might have been a different outcome.